Hey everybody, glad to see y'all back. I'm doing a VR today for my good friend Ebomey. Want to know what knife means something to you. Well, and he said, and anyway, everybody knows about this one who watched my channel. This is my dad's Camillus fighting knife he carried. I know at least through one tour in Vietnam, possibly two. He was there from 65 to 72, and it's pitted. Got some pits on it and everything, because it was out. You know, I looked for it when he passed. Never thought about it till he did, but he passed in 1980, and this, I was looking for this knife because it meant something to me with him carrying it, because he carried it hunting after, you know, Daddy, I guess that's where I get it from. I love a knife. I love a knife actually more than I do a gun. It never runs out of bullets. It's always dependable. You know, the knife you pick, I hope it's dependable, but he always had this with him. But as the years got on, his cancer got, you know, he found out he was dying from cancer, and anyway, this knife meant a lot to me. This is, you know, I went to find it. Mama didn't know where it was, and a few months after he passed, we were cleaning out the barn. She was selling the old place, getting to a smaller place for just her, and we were cleaning out the barn, and under some old tarps in the back was his foot locker. And I said, then, as soon as I seen it, my brother and I, and my baby brother would say, I said, I don't care what's in it. All I want is that knife, this knife. And they said fine, because they was expecting a lot more to be in it than what it was. But anyway, long story short, they got a couple of old ratty boots, and I got my daddy's knife. Anyway, but that's it. It's Camillus. It's a K-bore style fighting knife. There's, you can see the, I don't know how well it's showing up, but you can see the U.S. and Camillus on it. It was issue knife. I wish I knew the stories this thing holds. But anyway, that's my primary knife that I care about. Other than that, you know, to me, I'm thinking he means sentimental. But anyway, that's what this knife means to me. Other thing is, Daddy, you know, when you're a boy, I know I had it up there. But as a boy in the South, your first real thing, you know, when you're going from being a boy, from being a child to being a man, is your first pocket knife. Like I said, Daddy was career Army, and he gave me a knife like this. Now, the first knife he gave me, I remember, was Camillus. I think it was Camillus. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it was Camillus. And it was U.S. Looks just like this knife. This is made by Marbles. But this is stainless steel. And he had a it was my 7th or 8th birthday. I can't remember exactly which. But he had just come home off rotation, and I think he just, you know, he wasn't thinking about it. He just in a hurry to get home. Anyway, he reached in his pocket and pulled out a knife just like this one, except it was carbon steel. This was all carbon steel. Everything was carbon steel. Like I said, this is stainless steel, but the tools were exactly the same. You had a spear point blade, you know, about 3 inches long. You had a can opener. It was different from this one, but it was a can opener. You had a flathead screwdriver. You had a bottle cap opener for your beer, because they used to get beer in cans and bottles back then on base. Ooh, I'm glad that thing ain't sharp. Anyway, and it had awl. The awl is something I use pretty much more than anything. Uh, my fingers are, I got diabetes and my fingertips ain't, I don't have a lot of feeling in them. But I use this awl to undo knots. Like my grandbabies come up to me, they still have tennis shoes with shoestrings on it, believe it or not. But in this day and age, everything's Velcro, and I use this to punch holes in leather and stuff. But I always like an awl on me. I carry this knife, all the time. I've gone through that, and Daddy gave me lasted a couple of 3 years. Because I used the stew out of them. I'm a function over form kind of guy. I don't own a lot of pretty stuff, but I do own a lot of stuff that works. And I appreciate the beauty and everything, the craftsmanship in the knife. But if I'm afraid to use that sucker, or for marring the blade up, it's useless. What's the point of having it if you're afraid to use it? So I get this old, these $5 or $6 things off of this can come off Amazon. I think it was less than $10, and it was prime. And like I say, I use it every day. Matter of fact, this is clipped just like that to this. I carry these two knives all the time. This is one of them little new Eldris Mora knives. I like this. Everybody carries tactical knives and everything. I carry tools. I ain't gonna get in a knife fight. If somebody wants to fight me and they coming at me with a knife, they're gonna get their ass shot. I ain't gonna mess around. Because the one thing they taught me in the military and the army, during hand-to-hand, if you go in a knife fight, you're gonna get cut. And I don't like that. I want to keep everything I got inside. You know what I mean? And if it gets down to it, I'll pick it down. Sorry about that. I'm back now. I had my air compressor running. But if somebody's coming out with a blade, they're gonna get shot. And if I have to fight them, I'm gonna pick up a chair, a table, or somebody else and beat them with it. I ain't gonna get close enough to let them cut me. That's just the way it's gonna be. And the last thing I really care about is this knife right here. And it's a CRKT. It's called the Edgy Self-Sharpening. Made by a guy named Pope, I guess he designed it. It was made in China, of course, and most like everything else, CRKT. One-cliff blade. I like a one-cliff blade. This knife I won. It's got connections to two of my friends. I call them brothers. USAF Ed and Eric. In our little group, that we hang, we talk every day to each other. I added this little flipper dealio here, but this is it ain't a lot back. It's it's just a knife. It's just an old slip joint knife. It stays sharp. It's got a self sharpener in it. But I won this knife from Ed on his 500 sub giveaway. This and a sheath knife. Ed, that sheath knife's in my bug out bag. In a place and location that shall remain nameless. But Eric got this. I want to say he got it in one of his first tack packs that he got. And Ed was having his giveaway, and Eric said, "I'm just going to pay it forward." He donated the tack pack to Ed's prize package. I entered. Well, it was a contest, and do something and that was my first venture into making a video for YouTube. But I wanted this knife, and anyway, Ed won it in the contest or whatever. I won the tack pack, and then he put it in his prize package. And that was the first. That contest was the reason I did the first video for YouTube. Until then, I just been a lurker. You know, I got into YouTube to learn shit. Excuse my French, but I got into YouTube to learn stuff. See what everybody else is doing, that kind of thing. But when I saw this knife, I wanted it. And, you know, I could have bought it, but no, I wanted this knife. And I think it's just, you know, the planets aligned. I won Ed's contest, along with a bunch of other stuff I really like. And I still use 99% of it. I gave that tourniquet that was in it to a friend of mine that's still a medic. He carries it on his pouch. But I like this knife. I use it not as much as I used to. I use because that does mean something to me. Like I say, if something means something to me, I want to keep it. And, you know, it's close to new. But I do carry. This is my Sunday knife. Put it that way. Rides in my pocket when we go to church. And that's it. Those are the three knives that mean the most to me. Mean something to me. I carry stuff like this all the time. This is a, you know, on my other video the other day, I did the kudu blade, a short little 4-inch blade. This is this big brother, the eland, which is another type of antelope or something in Africa. Same ratchet, same everything, just bigger. I've skinned, you know, these knives were like $4 or $5 a piece. I've skinned deer with these knives. I've gone fishing, carried them fishing, cleaned, you know, catfish and any kind of fish with them. What else? I've done everything with these knives. You can tell it's got some use to it. The blade down here from cleaning. And they're old carbon steel blades, stainless carbon steel. But, you know, like I say, I use stuff. I don't sit to look at it. You know, everything I got, I want to use. But that's it. I appreciate Eric doing this VR. I mean, doing this thing. I like the way, you know, the interaction between each other. Just sorry it took so long. I've been busy. I mean, for a retired man, I'm working my ass off. I'm just here to tell you. And weekends I devote to family. During the week I devote to my job or my wife's bakery, put it that way. My best time spent is with her. And but that's it. That's it, Eric. I'll send you this video. Y'all take care now and take care of yourselves, because ain't nobody else going to do it for you. Bye.